we are pulling into Seattle. You can see the Space Needle. It's just a beautiful horizon. It's like a silhouette of a city. The sun cascading off of the water there. You have Mount Rainier right over here. It's really picturesque. Beautiful sunny day. It's about 55 degrees right now. I think the highs is going to get up around 65 degrees. The weather gods have been with us this trip. We're very thankful for that. This is going to be an awesome day.
So I said in San Diego that was the first time that we had boarded a ship right in the city center. I forgot about Seattle. We have boarded a ship here in Seattle going to Alaska. But when you get off as a cruise port, you're right here in the middle of downtown Seattle. Everything is in walking distance. So we, I think, are going to the original Starbucks first. Is that right, Jace?
That would be correct.
And, well, you can't see it because the building's blocking it, but the Space Needle is right that way. Pike Place Market is right that way. Everything is within a mile from this port.
A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful port and view of Seattle from the ship.
It is. All right, you ready to start walking?
Yeah.
Well, we could have taken the steps, but we took the elevator.
Well, we didn't know. Yep, there's the steps.
Visibility is unusually clear today. I mean, the skies are perfectly clear. You can see Mount Rainier from downtown Seattle. And from what I understand, you don't see that very often.
All right, we're in line at Starbucks right here at 1912 Pike Place. This is the very first Starbucks ever. This is where it all started. Opened in 1971, this one here. We're gonna get us a cup of coffee. Okay, check. Got the Starbucks from the very first original Starbucks right here at 1912 Pike Place in Seattle, Washington. Cheers to me.
You can't visit Seattle without coming to Pike Place Public Market. This place is huge. We're gonna be here for a while. It's almost lunchtime. Not quite, but it's getting there. So there are tons of food booths. There's all kinds of vendors. Pretty much anything you could imagine you're gonna find here. And of course, we have to go find the throwing fish. What is it?
The crawfish are frozen.
No! That's the only way they
It is a sin. It is a sin. It's the only way they can get them here, but you don't want to freeze them.
No.
They'll never be the same.
Nope.
Gotta have those fresh. But they got lots of other good looking stuff. This is the most olive oil and good olive oil I've ever seen. Man. So we're at Pete's Italian Grocery, and it's like everything Italian. From cheeses. I don't even know what's all in here. We just got in here. There's so many things at Pike Market. It's unbelievable. It can be overwhelming. We only have like several hours to play, and it's like there's so much I want to go see and do, but this is just one example. I mean, of the shops that are in here, the stores, the restaurants. This is so cool.
This is a wall of chocolates. The market has multiple layers, and there's nothing like neat about this because it was built over time. So we've come from the upper layer to one of the lower levels, but you can see it goes down even more from here. So we're just wandering at this point.
Shops. It just goes on and goes on.
Yeah, so many different, anything you want you can find here. It's just like a shop for this and a shop for that, and it's cool. Last time we were here with Cameron and Colby, we literally had to drag them out of this store. They never wanted to leave.
It's a cool store. It's big too.
It's a pretty cool collectibles, comic stuff. Look how epic this is. So we just walked out of the back side of Pike Place Market to this. I mean, we've got our ship right here, but beyond the ship is snow-covered mountains. Beautiful. We are at Lowell's, right here still in the Pike Place Market. And this is a cool little place because it's been here since 1957. You've got literally views right there on Puget Sound. And you can get fish and chips. And Reubens.
I'm very excited about this. This is a Reuben. In case you haven't figured that out, got the sauerkraut in there. Got some, I don't know what kind of cheese they got in there, but it's ooey gooey meltedness. And you got the corned beef. It's just so tender. And that bread, just God, it feels so good and dense.
Amazing.
And you got the pickle here.
The look on your face says it all.
I needed that. Damn, that's good.
The fish and chips is Alaskan cod. It's a thick, like panko batter. It's different than what we're used to back in Louisiana for sure. Give that a try. Very good.
Very crispy looking.
And very crispy. The tartar sauce can make or break fish and chips, and that's pretty good.
I'm just over here finishing Elisa's fish and chips. Oh my God, y'all. I like that panko. Super, super crispy, but it's like grabbed a hold of the fish. It's on there. It's not flaking off. It's not a soggy mess. Like, it's crispy and it's not soggy at all. The breading is staying on the fish real good. That is, I will say, with 100% confidence, that's the best, absolute, hands down, best fish and chips I've ever had in my life. That was killer. Bravo, that was good. Oh my God, I want more of that. You should have just got, I loved mine, my Reuben, and I like that better. We were so hungry, we weren't thinking. We could have just split that.
I think you would have been fighting over it though if we split one.
True, because it's so damn good.
Ew. It's ew, but you have to come see it. It's the bubblegum wall.
I'm gonna add to it.
Well, you can't come to Seattle and not see the gum wall, right? Because it's super famous. And you can see why. It is absolutely disgusting, but beautiful at the same time. And I gotta add my little piece of gum.
You're going good, honey.
Stick it on there really good. Success! I have added a piece of gum to the gum wall in Seattle.
Well, we are here at the Space Needle. I convinced Jason to go up the Space Needle with me, and we get here, and it's closed for a private event. That really sucks, because so now this will be the second time that we're in Seattle and we don't do the Space Needle. Because we didn't have time last time we were here, and now we're here in halftime and it's closed. Well, the trip over here was not a complete waste. So right next to the Space Needle is the Museum of Pop Culture. And this is supposed to be a really neat place. Another place we wanted to visit last time we were here and ran out of time. We do have a City Pass. So City Pass gives us entrance to the Space Needle, which we can't use, the Seattle Aquarium, the Museum of Pop Culture, the Chili Gardens, and a couple other things. We're definitely gonna go in here. Let's go. Be prepared, there are 4 entrances, but you can only go in the east entrance. So we've been circling this gigantic building, trying to figure out how to get inside.
How many times can we circle the building?
This right here, that's my next guitar, a Martin acoustic. I'm an acoustic whore. I love acoustics. I love acoustic guitars. It's just something about the simplicity of them, but they sound so beautiful and warm, and you know, it's just something about if you can make an acoustic guitar sound good in the raw without any effects, to me, that's talent. These are the guitars, or some of the guitars and bass guitars that were played on the Unplugged album that was also featured on MTV that we all know and remember right here. So lots and lots of really cool Nirvana memorabilia. A lot of clothes that Kurt Cobain wore, like his sweater that he wore on some of his famous videos. The smashed guitars that they smashed on stage. Old band flyers that they made before they had any money. Old cassette tapes, look here. Wow.
Lyrics.
Old lyrics right here. We are in the Scared to Death exhibit of the Pop Culture Museum. This is all about scary movies. We haven't seen Michael Myers yet. We did see Jason.
On the other side of the Space Needle is Chuli, also included in City Pass. This is a garden and glassworks. Seen some pictures, looks pretty cool, so let's go check it out. This glass is beautiful. So I had seen pictures in here and I heard it's like a beautiful place to come through. And man, there's some things you just have to see with your own eyes, you know? And when you see the twisted glass in person and just everything here, and they say don't touch anything, so we're not gonna touch anything. But it's just really, really beautiful.
Pretty neat sight. It is a garden of glass, but it's mixed in with like beautiful plants and lush landscape. A lot of color, really pretty. Definitely not something you see every day, so it's pretty cool. Pretty neat spectacle. I can see why people love to come here.
This has got to be one of the most unique places I have ever seen before.
Oh, yeah.
Both the inside galleries and the outside. And if you just think about it, this is glass. So it's made thick enough to withstand the weather of being outside here. Because it does rain a lot in the Pacific Northwest. So this is going to hold up to wind and rain and everything. It's very cool. And we are back at Pier 66, which is Norwegian's terminal here in Seattle. We had a fun day. We did a lot for Port Day. That Pop Culture Museum is super cool. I wish we had like, I don't know, 4 hours to spend in there. It's so cool. We just kind of skimmed the surface of it because of time and constraints, but
Definitely go check it out.
The Chuli Garden really surprised me. That was way better than I expected it to be.
That was a spectacle.
Yeah. Fun day. Time to get back on the ship.
Yep.
Let's go. It's weird walking the gangway to get back. I mean, this is like the legit gangway.
That's like getting on the ship for
Yeah.
a new cruise.
It's weird because we're not like embarking. We're just here for the day.
Hey, it's good because we're not getting off the ship. We're getting back on the ship.
Right. Should I do the gangway dance anyway?
What the hell? Why not? Gangway dance. Gangway dance.
We are at Le Bistro tonight, so this is the French specialty dining with Norwegian. It's on every one of their ships. It's typically my favorite meal of the cruise. I absolutely love this restaurant. And we're here at sunset. The sun is literally right there outside this window. So we're gonna watch the sunset, but we're also watching these massive waves. I mean, the ship has been rocking. The Pacific is no joke.
Very rough. Huge seas.
Huge swells, big waves. The sea spray coming off the ship is just incredible. So when you're sitting down, you don't feel it so much, and it's really cool to watch because those are some big old waves.
How's that bread? You make it look good.
It's the butter. The butter is really good butter. I'm like not kidding at all.
Is it room temperature?
Slightly chilled, not cold, but it's in a little container. It's not those hard pads of butter.
Spread it?
It's spreadable, see? And these are freshly cooked French baguette with good salted butter.
This stuff right here, y'all, San Pellegrino. This is an awesome sparkling water. I love it. That is one of the best sparkling waters I've had. They've had them on the ship forever, but I just hadn't been drinking them. Now there's another one that they have on some ships called AHA, which is good. You can also get it at like your local grocery stores. We get it at Super One, Kroger. This is even better than that, I think.
This doesn't have any flavor.
This one's close to like Polar. Yeah, this one's not flavored. It's just like the OG original sparkling water, which I really, really like. No calories, 10 milligrams of sodium, and 12 ounces. You know, whereas the AHA doesn't have any sodium, but man, who cares? This stuff is so good. Put you some cranberries in there, or just drop some maraschino cherries and let it float around there. That's how you can flavor it. Yup. Some limes, some lemons, natural fruit, you know. I make it even better. Cheers! It's been a windy cruise out here on the Pacific. It's a different kind of cruise than the Caribbean. It is super windy. And here it is April. I mean, they wouldn't let you on the top deck. I went up there. I went up there for a little bit and I was like holding on for dear life. I was scared I was gonna get pulled off of the ship. It's windy. It's interesting trying to film in that. It's like
oh yes. Do you see that cheese?
I got some too coming. I can't wait for that. That looks so good.
If you eat at Le Bistro for no other reason than this French onion soup, seriously, it's the best.
Amen, sister.
It is the best.
So I got the seared scallops in a little cream sauce with some cauliflower, and yeah, looks like I got 3 scallops. They're little bitty tiny ones. But they're delicious. That is so good.
You want more?
One of the most delicious things I've gotten so far on the ship. This creamy, buttery sauce. Oh, that stuff is divine. I mean, it makes the cauliflower taste good.
What are you doing?
This stuff is good.
This is sea bass, and it's served with a nice little rectangle of mashed potatoes, which is really interesting.
It's like a piece of art. You know you eat with your eyes too.
You do. The mashed potatoes, well, they're not called mashed potatoes, they're called something else, but I'm calling them mashed potatoes. They almost have a lemon flavor to them.
Interesting.
It's good. It's very good.
Okay, there's this like flabby stuff. I took a little, it's like gelatinous fat. I don't recall what they said that was, but this is basically pure fat. I do not like that at all. I actually took a bite of it and spit it back out. Not for me, could be good for somebody else. Got the beef tenderloin. Of course, I got the medium rare. Got some sauce here. That's good. I have a potato. Looks like a little like swan.
It's fancy.
Yeah. Nice little potato. And it's like almost like al dente. It's actually pretty good. Not a lot of like flavor on it. You know, the steak is cooked perfect though, and it's very tender, and the sauce is really good. Not bad.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Okay, I found out what this mushy stuff is. That's goose liver.
No wonder you didn't like it.
How I missed that one is beyond me. I don't know. Must have been filming and not paying attention, but I've never had like organy food, you know, like livers. I like some chicken livers in my dirty rice. That's about it. That's about it. Man, that is the nastiest stuff. I don't know who would ever want to eat that.
It's something gourmet. Like, people actually like it.
I know.
I know, it's weird, right?
It is just god-awful. God-awful. I cannot get that taste out of my mouth.
Thank you.
And now that I know it's goose liver, it's even worse. So, I guess what's good for the goose is bad for me.